Hello, I am Mercury, and I am here once more making who knows what. It's time to randomly generate some things and then smash them all together to make something cool. So our first thing is a random color palette. Now, I talked about this last time, how it's the most and least thing, but it went well last time. I can only hope the same for this one. Next up we have oh, we have a new one. I think this has to be like my second favorite option on here. Having some features, while it doesn't necessarily give you a starting point, once you have that, you got great direction from there. And it can really help make a more interesting creature. So it's time to start generating 3 features for our creature. I picked 3 because the color palette doesn't give too much information or details about the creatures. With that, our first one, let's see what it shall be. It's thermal resistance. And gonna wait for the next one. It's hard to say. Oh, good reflexes. Now we just need one more and we can go grab our color palette. And it's acid spitting. Isn't that fun? Again, I have no idea where these are going to lead, so we're gonna learn together. Now it's color palette time. At least that's what I would say, but I don't know why, but the recording has me ending the video here. I think I just forgot to record it, and then I remembered to record it, and then I deleted the second recording for some reason. Well, no matter, this is the palette that I got, and I will admit I have no idea what I wanted to do with this. So, in summary, I'm making a creature with this color palette that is thermal resistant, has good reflexes, and can spit acid. Before I get to my research, there's a few things that I would like to share. One, all of the recordings for these creatures, of the generating these creatures, that is, were recorded in mid-May. I also drew my concept art for the Hydra then, but I didn't do these other 2 creatures because I had no idea what I wanted to do. For the flare, I just needed to attempt to do more research, and then I had it. But I went in nearly blind. And while I'm going to reference the articles I ended up using and read for hours, searching through tons of websites and sources trying to find the starting point for these creatures. Not all things I looked into will be listed, as that would be a lot of sources, but all the ones that played a role in making these creatures are. The first thing I thought about doing was a lizard. Lizards are fast. Some live in scorching places. The horned lizard can even shoot blood at you from their eye. And there's a lot of green lizards, so... But I felt like it was the easiest way out. So I didn't want to do it. But, what else was I supposed to do? And then that's when I decided bird. Birds not only can be fairly thermal resistant and have great reflexes, the roadrunner alone can attest that. Some birds can even throw up their stomach acid in self-defense. So, close. And with that, I'd like to say that the fun fact, the world's most heat-resistant bird is the African skimmer, which was a loose reference for making this bird, but I did lean into more of the roadrunner because I wanted to. But now with my more important research. Smaller bodies and longer appendages are advantaged in warmer climates due to the increased relative surface area available for heat loss. This is also the same for birds as it is mammals and any other creature. It's why birds like the roadrunners have super long legs and fairly long necks and leaner bodies. Now, not that I used research to come up with this, as this was the idea that would have been given, but vibrant colors are a sign of something being dangerous, usually through venom. But this thing spits acid, so that's pretty dangerous. I will note that this usually applies to reptiles and amphibians and not birds. Could you imagine? I don't think the gay Christmas cardinals would seem as appealing. But if that doesn't apply to birds, then why are they so colorful? Well, that is to fit in with the saguaro cactus. Now, fun fact about this cactus is only found in Arizona, but it's actually probably one of the most well-known cacti to ever exist. Well, it's specifically, to finish my previous sentence, the saguaro cactus, it's mainly to fit in with the various cactus blossoms. Is this a stretch? Yes, but it was my thought process. While they mimic the flowers lightly, I decided to lean in to the look of scared off predators. Therefore, the thing I mentioned earlier that I said was mostly irrelevant. And, well, again, it doesn't normally apply to birds. Pretty much the predators around them would be so quick to learn that these birds are vicious through experience. And roadrunners, which I decided this bird to be one, are vicious. So this bird took that violence to the extreme and now spits acid at things, which is fair. Deserts tend to be the most dangerous places in fantasy settings, so of course it adapted to cope with that. I personally have worse things in jungles because those in our worlds are scarier, in my personal opinion, than deserts. So yeah, jungles and Australias are not one to be messed with. And again, this leaves us with another creature completed. If you want to get a better look at my creature concept art in Creature Sheet, you can find it on my YouTube community page, Tumblr, Deviantart, and this creature is free to use with credit in all of your fantasy worlds. If you like free to use creatures for fantasy settings and maybe even creature concept yourself that you would like to comment and see my take on, remember to subscribe, turn on notification, and who knows, I might have a new dragon friend here on Saturday.